the benefit. Went ahead and leveled up. Let's see. Put my 60,000 souls into Vitality, up to 38 now. That's the only change I made to that. I did pop one Brave Warrior soul, just to make sure to get both of those levels, not have too much hanging out there. So now we're gonna head on back to Firelink, and let's see. Our next place to visit, I do believe, will be New Londo. New Londo should be our next place. Alright, so rest there, because there is no bonfire in New Londo. Awesome. Stop by our Firekeeper, drop your soul off. Make sure you ain't got two. Alright, let's head on down. Hopefully not terrify ourselves and the elevator will actually be there this time. Don't assume though, check. See, wasn't there. Always check your elevators, my friends. Alright. So now this time, instead of going over to the Valley of the Drakes and all that, we actually are going to send the elevator up in case we die, because that's a good possibility this time. So we're going to head this direction now. And if you have any, if you bought some, go ahead and equip Transient Curse to whatever your main weapon is. Just put it on your hotbar. We're going to need it here in a second. There's some more. Well, sometimes you can just step on that. There's some more in this. So if you haven't bought any, don't worry. There's two right there. You don't need them yet. We're going to need them here in just a second. Now, way through this, because I'm not a huge fan of this area, so we're just going to go the quickest way I know possible. So go ahead and apply your Transient Curse, because here come our first ghost. And you will deal 0 damage without Transient Curse, so don't think you're getting away without using it, because you're not. Unless you have a cursed weapon. If you do have a cursed weapon, you can deal damage, such as the Cursed Artorias Greatsword you could have got from Sif's Soul. There's 2 others in the game. Can't think of them off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure the ghost dropped both of them, so good luck killing them to get their weapon and all. We're gonna head this way. We surprise ghost to our left, as it will be a so-called shortcut later. This bitch is a trap, so kill her. Kill the other trappy ones. And that one. Should be... yeah. One in the floor. You gotta watch out for them, they're everywhere. They'll be like halfway in the wall and stuff, and they do not care about clipping. Fairly confident with your health. It's very good to keep your Transient Curse on, so you know if it runs out. Don't want to suddenly be wondering why. Oh, that guy on the wall. Parry and dagger. Love that weapon. I don't want to suddenly be wondering why you're no longer dealing damage and then trying to like figure it out mid-fight. It's not cool. We are going to go through that fog wall in just a second. But first we're going to hurry up over here and kill this Banshee, because she's going to call all the other ghosts to her if you don't. Grab some extra Transient Curses. Now we're going to make our way through the fog wall. Don't worry, you're immediately safe. Go up and kick this ladder. I don't know why, but just kick it. It's fun. There's a item out there. I don't even know what it is, but there's a ghost up top and there's a ghost down bottom. They want to kill you, so I just ignore it. There's another one down there that wants to kill you. Just come about halfway down these stairs or so, and they should all turn back and go about their own business. And after they do that, come almost all the way up. And here's where your awesome poison bow is going to come back in handy. So we're going to line up our shot here. Now your options are, you can continue around this path, kill about 10 or 12, maybe 15 of those ghosts and another banshee, and try not to get swarmed, and good luck with that. And then make it inside through this kind of mazy area thing here, mazy building, up to this guy and talk to him, and actually get the key that he has, the seal key. Or you can just shoot him, and as long as you poison him, you can guarantee that he's gonna die, even if he doesn't come running back. So just if he doesn't come running back at you, just make sure you hit him with about 3 poison arrows. He will for sure be a goner after that. We're just gonna sit here and peg him. This is a super safe spot, and we will get the key this way, so we don't have to go deal with him. He is the only guy that can uncurse you that's not a purging stone. So if you're like super cursed, and you have been, you can go see this guy and get uncursed. But alright, our job is done. And there we go, a key to the seal. So we're gonna make a death sprint now. It's kind of up to doing this. You can take your time and work your way through. I'm not a big fan of it. The ghosts are rather slow, so I'm gonna just move on past them while they do their little come up through the ground thing. There are a couple of items you're gonna miss, mostly soul items, nothing highly important. One large green titanite, and some soul items, but nothing important. This is the door we want. We murdered that man for his key to this, and we're gonna let out a whole bunch of water into the Valley of the Drakes. But all them drakes that were there managed to avoid the water somehow, even though they can't really fly. No idea how that works, but it does. So now we can use this apparatus that you saw me just flippantly walk by and ignore earlier. You shouldn't need transient curse anymore. I leave it on because every now and then a ghost does like to show up, and there will be 1 or 2 that we have to kill, so you might need it again. You can send this back up if you feel so inclined to ever come back this direction. Now we're going to encounter some dark wraiths. The first one, there he comes, will be coming this way. You can parry these guys if you've gotten really good at parrying. Never been a big parry hog on these guys, so I just circle backstab them. It's fairly easy. You can sneak out and go up the column there on the left if you want the red tearstone ring at this point for some reason, and I believe that's a soul item out there if you're after that. Feel free to take on the drakes. They shouldn't be too big of an issue now. I have no need for any of that, so I'm going to press forward and head on towards our next dark wraith. There are no items, but you know, feel free to roll through the barrels. It is fun. Avoid the item and get the dark wraith first. It'll make your life easier. Go ahead and kill him while he's trying to kill the wall, apparently. And they do have a fairly decent chance to drop chunks, so if you need chunks, they are a good source of them. This is not a boss, but we don't really want to go in there yet. You can farm them for chunks as well. Get your humanity up and just come through here and just farm them to your heart's content. So we're gonna, there's the one that we're pulling. There's, I believe, 3 wraiths, and that giant blob that you see in the background there are in this room. You can bait most of the wraiths outside. That blob thing will and I do believe is going to come over here. He summons, or I don't know, does something and brings out those skulls that explode, so super fun. Let's see. We might actually be able to do some decent damage. He does have an incredible amount of health, but he's super weak to fire. So if you have a way to deal fire damage, that could be a positive. I'm gonna try combustion because I don't know. It did do 100 damage, which isn't bad, but it's probably nowhere near what my regular damage is. So we're gonna try to just do the avoid his crap game and yeah, just smack him. All he really has is this spear that he brings out, and then those explosion guys. As long as you kind of take your time with him, you don't have any trouble. He does do this awful, like, explosion of vomiting jizz goo stuff that is just disgusting. There will be another one of those, so we might get to see that if we're lucky. But other than that, he's not too bad. Obviously, you want to backstab these guys if at all possible. Get all your good stuff there. Let's see, there should be another one down here to our right. Yes, there is. Don't get grabbed by that. It will take your humanity if you have any, which is no fun. That's their like super dark hand move. Speaking of humanity, I don't remember if we want to go that way or this way. I believe we want to go this way. We're gonna find out real shortly. Should I want to go this way? Oh yeah, okay. Soul of a Brave Warrior. We want to go down here and around here, which looks like it leads to absolutely nothing, and it kind of does, but you'd be surprised it was the end of this stupid pathway. You come way down here and you're like, what the hell, there's nothing down here, and then surprise, a real chest, and boom, your very large ember. Plus 15, your badass weapon that you're carrying around. Or plus 5 it if you've got a Black Knight weapon like me. I'm up to plus 4. I'm working on it, guys. But, you know, level up them weapons now. Give that to Andre. Make his day. Make your way back. You can't go up that other way. I'm not 100% sure what's up there, to be honest with you. I'm sure, but I just wanted to make sure we got that ember there, because that's the key item down here, and you don't really want to have to come back down here unless you're farming chunks, so might as well go ahead and grab it while we're down here. And we can continue out to what will be our right, straight on. If you just don't care about the ember, you got a weapon like I got and just want to move on, you got this guy. We're gonna kill him. Still no chunk. Another soul item. If you want, this is a fake wall. There's another dark wraith and a chunk in a chest. It is a safe chest, so if you want to go kill that guy, it is a thin little pathway, so definitely draw him back and fight him over here. But you can go get that. Now's when you're gonna need your transient curse. There's 2 ghosts, 2 or 3 wraiths, I can't remember exactly, and that other blobby guy. So, oh, we got lucky. The ghosts have come out early. Lucky us. Alright, I believe that was all the ghosts. There might have been one more, but we're gonna go summon one of the dark wraiths now. Hopefully he'll come alone. Oh, it looks like he brought a friend. He did. So we're gonna go ahead and try to take these guys out. However, this will work. There we go. However possible. So take both of those guys out. And it should just be this blob guy now. If you can kind of... Yeah, that nasty move there is horrid. So as long as you just avoid his tongue of doom thing there, and then those heads he spawns, those things are annoying. You just avoid them too. You can pretty much take them out, no problem. I feel like I'm missing something. No? Okay, so far so good. So we're gonna boom, another chunk. So if you're working on getting that plus 15 weapon, should have enough chunks by now. Hopefully you don't have to come farm any. You can always go buy them. Just saying. So we're gonna try to just do a good old circle backstab on this guy. We don't wanna get hurt or anything. Come on. Yeah, no. There we go. Whatever. That works. Okay, now comes like basically the, I guess what you would consider like the ultimate DPS check in this game. Outside of Ornstein and Smo. Granted, you do have help with Ornstein and Smo. You don't have any help with this fight. If you have a high DPS, this fight will probably seem extremely easy to you. If you do not have a high DPS, this fight could potentially become quite difficult. There are a number of factors. I believe you have 30 seconds per enemy to diminish their health. It is a shared health pool, so each one only has a small amount of health. So it's relatively, as long as you have a high DPS, relatively easy to go about killing them quickly. If, however, you do not have a high DPS and are maybe struggling a little bit on damage, you may end up fighting more than 1, 2, or even 3 kings. It is possible to fight 4 or 5, I believe, kings if you just basically do nothing, but as long as you're focusing on at least 1, you should be fine. You're going to want to make sure to take off any armor that you don't need, and just because you're going to be wearing your covenant, so either go light armor, or if you're feeling crazy, you could go super heavy armor and just deal with the fat roll. That's always a great idea. I'm actually gonna just be ridiculous here and wear some of Havel's armor, which is ridiculous, but we're gonna do it anyways. This is one of the more difficult bosses, so I don't mind personally doing a little fat roll in here. I believe as long as we stay under 70%. Nope, it seems to, yeah, I believe it's 50% to be mid-rolling. Let's take these legs off there, and yeah, that's just, yeah, because that's a mid-roll there, so we're gonna see if we can't take these guys on in some basically ridiculous gear. Let's see, we've got 44 to play with, so we've got that. I don't think we have any pants that we can wear. Oh, we can put on some sorcerer's pants, and it looks like we are going absolutely helmless on this. Yes, we are. But that is okay. We have an amazing amount of defense. Well, we still seem to be fat rolling. 42. Half of that. Oh, that's correct. I guess the pants did it. So we'll go with the gauntlets and the massive Havel armor. And as hilarious as it is, we'll see if it doesn't work. The mid rolls aren't terrible, but it will add an immense amount of defense. You can drop down if you're feeling brave and just drop down through the middle. I always seem to clip my toe, which apparently just automatically kills your character if your toe touches one of these bricks on the way down. So I have to make this awkward spirally dizzy and run all the way down to the bottom just for good measure, because If I don't, I know I'll just clip my toe. Once you're down here, I always double check, got my ring on, make sure you got your weapon, and let's go kill some kings. Alright, so there's not going to be anyone here, but if you kind of run off a little bit to the right, I would say, one should spawn right in front of us somewhere, I believe. Oh, there he is. So we're going to want to get close to him. It seems like you're far away. You're not. So try to get in close. Dodge his attacks. Give him some of your own if you can. We seem to just be powering through this man. This is awesome. While he's dying, try to get a couple extra hits in if you got the stamina. Heal on up. There's the next one. Let's go get him. Throw that shield out there just in case. Almost no damage. We're going to try not to get hit by this explosion. That's okay. We'll heal through it because we can take a hit. He is just hell-bent on that explosion. Alright, so we're going to heal to full here. And let's get in there. Alright, so we rolled on in. Oh, he is just intent on that explosion happening, isn't he? Oh, he's going to try and grab me. Oh, he has gotten me. So you're going to watch out for this because there's a second one now. So we're going to try to hurry up and finish this guy off. He's only got a couple more hits left in him. So you don't want to whiff any like that. There we go. Get that extra damage in there. Try to heal up if you can. We'll start taking on this guy because we are kind of against a timer here. Hopefully this doesn't kill me, so we're gonna back up some. And we're gonna do a double chug that hopefully alright, so we didn't get grabbed. Hopefully we don't get grabbed this time. Okay, that was the explosion. So we're gonna try to get back in there and finish him off. Alright, there we go. There's already another one on us, so try to get some health in. Oh, let's try to get back away from that. Oh, we're gonna need all of this we can get. There we go. Alright, alright, we got a couple of humanities, so, and there's another one. Awesome. Hopefully this one will finish off our journey with these 4 kings. Whichever one we kill, doesn't matter. Don't care. We just want to kill one of them. Come on, let's get a humanity off. Very nice, very nice. We're wasting stamina. Come on, there we go. Finish the 4 kings off. And with that, we have the other half of the Lord's Soul. Now, if you didn't talk to Framped up at Firelink, and you didn't jump in the hole like I did because you were waiting for the Covenant, this would be where you would get it. Once you rest here, Koth would appear. He would take you to place the Lord Vessel, which you would do, and then bring you back here. Talk to him some more. He'll ask you to join the Covenant. You'll get the Dark Hand. You'll become a Dark Wraith, and you can have fun invading people. If you get to level 10, or give 10 of the items that they need, you can get your red eye orb and do all the invading that you want. So that's how you get your invasion orb. So now we got that on up to 40. We got endurance up to 35. So we'll just, or endurance up to 30. My bad. Let's see. We are gonna head back to Firelink. And the next place we're going to be going will be the Tomb of the Giants. Unfortunately, we don't have the bonfire to warp there, so we will have to go through the catacombs, which I don't believe we can warp to at this point. We cannot. So we're going to have to do a little bit of walking. Let's adjust our gear now that we have no need for any of this anymore. So we'll put Havels back on. And let's see. Let's just go with the gold hem. It's always fun. And we'll go with the black leather. That's light enough. Okay. So. Yes. We got that. We got that. Well. We'll see. Okay. So we gotta go to the catacombs. I can never remember how to get to the catacombs. They're so tricky because you have to go up these stairs and make a left. Ha. Alright. Yeah. You could not be. He's gonna talk shit. You can actually just like listen to that one time and then he'll go away. And then you gotta listen to it every time you walk by. But I'm usually already walking by and it's like, meh. So I just keep walking by. This only looks like death. Fortunately, it's not. We're gonna head on down this way towards the catacombs. Suppose we should grab the bonfires on the way. It's not a terrible idea. Always the chance of slipping and not coming up. Hopefully we can make it at least to the second bonfire, so we don't have to stop at that one. Making on through here, and again we're gonna continue like we went to Pinwheel. If you explored and went through and did everything and still got to Pinwheel, once you were finished you could also use this. Whoops. Well, I've just kind of taken the super shortcut. Well, oh well. We'll go this way anyways. Why not? Those guys are there. Kind of watch out for them. If you had been human, Paladin Leroy would have been here. You could have summoned him. He's a handy dandy summon to have. He'll take care of them bone wheels for you that are trouble. So we're gonna try to avoid all the bone wheels and guys pretending they want to be bone wheels and make it all the way through here. Alright, because there's a point eventually where the boss fog normally is that they cannot go through, so that is convenient. You're gonna want some form of light. Hopefully I don't seem to have one. That's unfortunate. Cast light or something. Or if Solar's quest worked for you, apparently I did something incorrect and it did not work for me, so I was unable to save him and do not have the sunlight maggot helm. But if you have the skull lantern, that is super convenient. If not, we're kind of going to be following these stones. There's some bad guys along the way that you're going to want to watch out for. One now, so we're going to want to avoid him, and we should be falling to our death. Nope. Oh yeah, we fell to our death. Of course we did, because we got shot in the back. Awesome. Well, we're going to blunder through this to at least where the bonfire is. Once we get to the bonfire, I have a relative idea, or at least can get a lantern, and we can go the quick way through this. Until then, I'll remember which way to go to get to the catacombs, and let's get that bonfire this time, so that we don't have to make this run every time. Yeah, I couldn't be the chosen one, blah blah blah. He actually wants to help Gwen, So he's kind of like pushing you to be the one to link the fire. I mean, if you want to burn for thousands of years, that's on you. Doesn't sound fun to me, so I'm going to try to avoid that. But otherwise, you know, if you went with Koth wants you to not link the fire. Either way, both primordial serpents there do end up being your little buddies or servants there at the end when we get there, but I just like to ignore them. Then they're just like random servants. It's pretty wonderful. Pretty wonderful. Ow, dude, you guys could really stop that. Let's see, where do I want to go for the shortcut? Could you just leave me alone for a second? I'm trying to figure out where my shortcut is. I just want to go to the bonfire. Let's see. The bonfire is over there somewhere. Oh no, it's not. The bonfire is this way. I'm an idiot. I should have just gone straight. Yeah, you guys. If you didn't kill Guinevere and Gwendolyn, you can still go pick up that ring now, or if you're doing this in a different order than I am, you can still go get that ring. I do believe it's off to your right here when you're coming up on this. If you make a right through that tunnel, you might have to go push a switch first through the fog. I can't remember. It does involve a lot of jumping to that platform, which is terrifying. So I tried to avoid doing that. And I just go to this really, really far down one because it seems safe. Alright, so this time we're going to heal up to full. And we're going to eke our way down. Hopefully these guys will start rolling this direction. Come on. Alright, so we're going to run. Watch out for bone wheels coming from behind. Try to cut corners because they can only go straight. Alright, we seem to be safe. At least from them. Since we don't have any way to produce light, this is, again, just kind of bumbling through the dark, trying to find our way. There's 3 or 4 lids of coffins, like you saw, that we are after. The prism shard or prism stones that you see vaguely are the direction you want to go. It tells you nothing about the bad guys along the way. It's probably a good idea to kill them if possible. Seems relatively simple, so I guess we'll probably do that at least until we get somewhere. Alright, so I believe we do, there's somewhere we want to go, maybe, ooh, I know we want to go one of these directions. Alright, so that worked. There we go. So we want to slide down this one, and we want to slide down this one, and oh my goodness, we have fallen, and I do not know where we're at. That is unfortunate, so I'm just gonna fall to my death apparently. You can work your way through the catacombs to get a lantern. If you kill all the necromancers, you can get a lantern. I'm gonna try this one more time without a lantern and see if we can't get lucky. And just usually if I just kind of blind run and guess for some reason it seems to work. So I'm gonna make an attempt at that, and if that doesn't work, I'm gonna go farm my way through the catacombs and work on getting all of that and seeing if we can't get a skull lantern that does involve killing all the necros. And I personally don't remember where all the necros are, so I'm gonna have to go look that up, and it could take me a little while. So if we don't get it on this one, then that's what I'll be doing, figuring out how to kill all the necros, because one of them is guaranteed to drop you a skull lantern, which will in turn give you some source of light so you can at least look at where you're going to some degree, more than the 6 inches in front of your character. Definitely allowing you to be much more productive, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky, who knows. It's happened before. Alright, so I know we go this way. I know there's a bad guy somewhere around here, but we can go around him. Yep, and drop off. Okay. No. No. Alright, I know if we go down here, here. Oh. No, roll. Oh. Okay, so this is a place. I do believe you come at it from this direction. Ah, yes, there's a door, which means there should be, if I remember correctly, there's a bonfire around here somewhere. Hopefully, hopefully through this doorway. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Let's heal up, let's heal up. Let's go up here. This is the worst way to get through the catacombs, I promise. Do not do it this way. Get something with light. Let's see. If that doesn't work, then to the left should work. I always go to the left and it seems to get us places. Alright, so that guy's angry. But there's a ladder. Alright, just don't knock me off the ladder and don't kill me. We'll be good. I'm pretty sure this is towards the bonfire because there's an item. Alright. Alright, so there's a couple guys in front of us there. If so, I have a slim idea where we are, so we're gonna head up this direction and hopefully, yes, find another ladder. Let's see. One of these ways should lead us back around, hopefully, to fire. Well, it did lead us back to the beginning, so I guess that is something. Guess we can try this since we're here once more time in the dark, because it's becoming entertaining, right? Bumbling in the dark with Shu, everybody's favorite activity. Alright, so if we follow these guys, they're like, go this way, and it's like, okay, I'll go this way. But then, like, when you get down here, it's all like, hey, nobody, who turned out the lights, right? Oh my goodness, okay. Alright, so you guys are not friendly. That's not cool. That is cool though. I like that. That means I know where I'm at, I believe. Yes. Alright, so we did make it to the bonfire. What luck. Alright, so I guess we'll keep playing then, since, you know, we're here. Why not? Let's try it. We got 5 Estus. Let's bumble through the dark some more. I know we go this way. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna go talk to Patches, there he is. Tell him no. Yeah. If you want him to come back, tell him no. If you don't want him to come back, don't tell him no. Walk over here, he's gonna kick you down here. But what he doesn't know is now we can see. It's a miracle. Patches is always helping you in the most inconvenient ways. So you just hold that puppy out and look at that. We can see what's going on. Now, if you're doing the miracles, you're going to want to talk to Rhea here. She's telling you that her buddies here, the big guys, yep, they've lost it. So if you want to take them out for her, she would super appreciate it. So just give them the old 1-2. They're relatively simple to kill, generally. I believe he was trying to cast Wrath of God. I'm not sure. Obviously, you could not be holding your torch while you do that. But once you get him down, go back. Tell her you got that, baby. It ain't no thing. And boom, be a hero. You can go back up that direction. There are 3 really weird things that want to attack you. I think we might actually have to go that way if I remember correctly. I'm not sure if we can. We might can go this direction. Let's see. Maybe we can go this way. Nope, but there's an item up here. White Titanite. Alright, cool. So these things are not fun to deal with, but they are a thing. They exist. There's more at the end of this hallway. They want to try to slap you around, but if you just ignore them, it's not a big deal. Yep, see? Oh, come on now. They deal a lot of damage for what they are. I mean, they're literally hands slapping you. And then, well, I guess falling, they could be pretty heavy, I suppose, but... they really just get in the way, I think. Alright, so we're gonna head back up this ladder. I'm gonna see if we can't get either to the second bonfire or at least to Nito. If we get to Nito, we'll try him out. Whoa. See, I told you that led somewhere. I missed the bonfire. It was right there. Alright, so there's a bonfire. You can go back, talk to Patches. You know, tell him he's a dick. Or don't, you know, whatever. He'll give you some stuff. You can fight him, I guess, if you want his axe thing that he has. These dogs, we're just gonna try to ignore them. And we're gonna stick to the right here. This is the quickest way. Enter down. Oh my god. If you don't die to the dogs, this is a relatively usually safe route. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we're still seeming to be going the right way. This should be a safe drop. Yes. So stick to the right there. Stick super hard right. You want to drop down. And then once you drop into this hole, you know that you have made it. So you swap back to your shield. Get out of that awful place. There is a second bonfire you can discover that's a little bit closer. But I tend to find that that usually works. If you're human, you will be invaded by Paladin Leroy here. He has come to get his revenge. If you're not, don't worry about it. Alright. Okay, we still got that. So we got some Twinkling Titanite. And there's some guys that want to play here. You can kill them if you want. I prefer to go around because they're slow, and what are they gonna do? Chase me? No, they're not. So we're just gonna ignore them. That one decides to appear behind you or something because there's those guys. Try to avoid breaking too many of those skeletons, but there's a bunch of little pinwheels. So if you wanted to farm the mask instead of buying them from Patches later on, feel free to take on the pinwheels and the little baby skeleton things that appear and help him. They're fairly easy to kill. Yeah, 2 hits, so super easy to kill. There are some items in here if you're after items. But go on through here, and this is going to be Gravelord Nito. So if you can spare the weight, which we should have more than enough extra weight. If you still have your divine weapon, before he gets to you, some of his little minions show up, and they will constantly respawn unless you kill them with a divine weapon. So we're gonna do our best here. We're gonna basically have 0 Estus, but hopefully, and listen for that scream because it means you're about to get screwed. But hopefully we'll be able to manage this fight. He is fairly weak once he gets up close, so just stand here, use your divine weapon, take these guys out, all that good stuff. Try not to die to these guys, obviously. Alright, so once you take them out, swap back to your main weapon, get ready for Nito to get close. The only really dangerous thing he does while he's close to you is his massive explosion. Otherwise, he's going to do that slash, which generally is easy to avoid, but as you saw, I just completely missed that. He also does his little poke there. Hopefully I can even heal. Alright, that's going to be his explosion, so you want to get back as far as possible. Hopefully 2's enough. Nope, but I did manage to block most of it. So we're going to continue on. Just try to stay to his side. Watch out for his grab. Don't get held by that. Oh my goodness, I can't believe he still grabbed me. That is not fun, because that's a lot of health, and I do not have the health to spare on this fight, Nito. We wanna be done with this. Alright, so he's gonna go Super Saiyan and explode again. And hopefully, okay. So maybe I have time. Use another one of my humanities. So we've got 2 heals left. So let's not get, oh, of course. Let's get grabbed because he knows we're trying, so he knows I can heal. Wow, that's wow, okay, so I have no idea what is going on right now. I don't know if I can attack him or I don't know what's going on. Apparently he can still attack me, but I have no way to attack Nito at this moment. He's obviously above me. Wow. I don't even know what to say about this. This is absolutely ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this before. I mean, I guess we'll just homeward bone out and do it again. I don't know anything else to do. I guess soft lock. So let's homeward bone out of here. Hopefully before he gets that off. And well, since we have so much, let's go ahead and at least kindle this bonfire up. That way, you know, if we do take some damage on the way to Nito, when we get there, we'll have plenty. And hopefully we make it, obviously, and he doesn't end up in the ceiling again. Fortunately, I believe if we kind of follow the direction we were going, we should be okay. Or we could just step right off the ledge. You know, either one. Oh no, my controller. Controller down, man. Twice. Awesome. And that's how you lose 26,000 souls, man. Just drop your controller. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Awesome. Let me pick all 0 of them souls up. Yeah. Alright. Nice. Alright, so let's go up the ladder. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Alright, so let's try this again. I get a little bit of my coffee there, you know. Get thirsty. Alright, so as long as we stick to the right, I know we're gonna come across a dog. And we're gonna get past him. We're gonna keep going, keep going. Alright. So then there should be another dog. We go around him, and then we drop down. Alright. And then we stay to the right. Oh, there's another guy. Yep. Keep to the right, keep to the right. See, it's all about staying to the right, guys, I'm telling you. Right, right. And then we go straight, left, and down through a hole. Alright. And lucky for us, we died, so we're hollow, so no invasion. Enjoy. Now this time we're gonna go with 14 Estus, so won't be wasting all that humanity that we lost by jumping off of a cliff, because we don't know how to hold on to our controller. So don't do that. And just work your way the same way back around. It's the same guys. I do believe they respawn. I don't think there's any like killing them and getting a free pass. But nothing to worry about. They're fairly simple. You want to go left here. Watch the fireballs. Go left again. You can kill that guy or avoid him. Throw up the block. Don't worry, don't worry. Those guys do respawn if you need to farm a mask for some reason, such as the child mask for stamina, or the father mask if you want the weight, mother mask if you want health. If you're a health fiend, go for it. So let's try this again. Alright, so he didn't start off with immediately stabbing us. That's a positive. Hopefully his goons show up before, yeah, before he does, but, or not. I never know when to dodge that personally. I just assume I'm gonna die when that happens, or get attacked. Alright, so let's not get grabbed by that this time. Alright, so go ahead, yep. Yep, you got me. Alright, so let's try this. Obviously, swap back to our much more powerful weapon. Awesome. So, I expertly dodged that, just so you know how much damage it really deals. Let's get out of the way of that, and hopefully get a couple of big hits in. Alright, so he's gonna blow up, so let's try to get out of the way. We got kinda out of the way. But we got enough Estus, so let's heal. Here he comes, here he comes. He's going to slash at us. Alright, nice. So when he's exposed, big hits, big damage. Let him do them slashes. Get your big damage in. Get greedy and end it. Excuse me. And that's Gravelord Nito. Your third Lord Soul. And the bonfire appears right back over here. So we're going to take the bonfire all the way back to Firelink. See what we got in our inventory. And see where we need to go next. Alright, so we've got some souls. We got our slabs if you need them. Twinkling Titanite. And go ahead and level our soul on up. So we've got all 4 of the Lord souls that we need. Done all that. So we've done basically everything but the DLC now. Let's see. I guess we'll go ahead and I'm gonna level up my weapon the rest of the way, and then we'll head to the Lord Vessel and the killing of the first flame, and we'll go ahead and finish this game off and make it a 9.5 part series. If you guys want to see the DLC, we'll either do another character and play through the DLC. If you have a request or something, we'll do that if you want to see the DLC. Otherwise, this has basically just been the main game. So that's what I like to do. The DLC is interesting. It's just 3 bosses, but they're 3, one medium tough boss, and 2 quite tough bosses. Artorias isn't too bad, but Manus is just horrible, and I'm not a huge fan of fighting him, so I don't usually fight him. The only thing you get from him is pursuers, so if you're a mage, you're definitely going to want to do the DLC. It was back where the Hydra was. Kill the golem, there'll be a portal there. It's not too difficult. Go on through it. Otherwise, we're gonna head to where we need to head. And let's see, we're gonna finish on up with, let's see, we should be able to get those 7,000 more souls, I believe. And then we're gonna head on over to Gwen and finish on up this Let's Play. Maybe move on to 3. Alright, that seems to be all we can get. We'll pop all our souls and see where it puts us. Maybe we can get one more level in. Ooh. Want to use those, not drop them. Alright, so we had a fairly decent amount of souls. So we're going to level on up, put up some more endurance. There we go, one more endurance. And this time we're going to head, let's see. Oh, no, we don't even need the warp. We're going to head towards Frampt. We're going to jump and slice him on the way down. Alright, we magically land down here. We're gonna rest here and offer our souls to the Lord Vessel to open up the kiln of the first flame. Alright, we have made it. The end, the final frontier. So we're gonna go ahead and reverse our Halloween. I don't know why, but if you've been following Solaire's quest correctly and you did manage to open the shortcut like I tried to do and for some reason messed up, I don't know if I wasn't in the Covenant when I was at the door or what it was, but I seem to have messed that up. Being human will allow you to summon Solaire down here at the bottom, which is super convenient. If you want to learn how to practice parrying or you want a Black Knight weapon, this is the place to get it. There is one of every kind at least, and multiples of others. They come generally one by one, as long as you don't rush. So here comes our first one. I whiffed the parry completely, so of course I did. But this is a great place to practice your parrying, especially if you're having trouble. Learn all the different moves they have, and before you know it, you'll be destroying them. It's devastating And if you put on the Hornet Ring, you will notice a massive increase in damage. We'll need to change some weight there. Let's see, so we need to get much lower. There we go, we just take off our helm and we'll be good to go with that. Most of these are fairly easy to parry. Let's see, there's another guy around this ridge somewhere that has a great sword. Most of them are fairly easy to parry. Some of them are quite difficult to parry, and if you don't parry them, they will punish you greatly, so be forewarned that if you do miss your parry, you will be punished for that. And if you get the partial parry, it happens, but at least you don't take full damage. Here we go, more chunks. I think a couple of them are like destined to drop chunks and they just automatically do it, but otherwise it's all kind of random. If you want like the great sword, obviously you just continually kill that guy, he will eventually drop it. And if you wanted to look like a Black Knight, don't worry, we are about to get the Black Knight set so you can look just like a Black Knight, farm the shield, farm your weapon, be a Black Knight, be the best Black Knight, but don't get parried like a Black Knight because it's just ridiculous. And you'll notice with that Hornet Ring, I am just absolutely crushing these guys on the parry. There's the sword, and it is absolutely disgusting. That's also going to factor into the final boss because there's your Black Knight armor. He is a parry heavy boss. As long as you get him in a basic parry formation, just kind of over and over, he is rather easy to kill. Not that his moveset's particularly difficult. If you've played 3, you should already know his moveset. It is the second form of the Soul of Cinder, so you should know that already. If you haven't, if this is your first go round, congratulations. 3 will be a little bit easier. That jumping attack there is not parryable. Everything else he does is parryable as far as I know, but that big old jumping attack he does, you cannot parry that, so just make sure to get out of the way. Yeah, and he always seems to drop a white chunk there. I don't know if that's every time or just that first time. Here comes the guy with my same weapon. This is normally where I end up farming it and wishing I had it the entire game. Still no idea how to parry this weapon. You would think I do, but I do not. So I go for the circle backstab. And welcome to the final boss, guys. This is Gwen, the Lord of Cinder. So after this, it will be game over. It is new game plus time for your character. Let's see. Our final stats are, we're going in at level 80. 40 vitality, 10 attunement just for the combustion that we never used, some endurance. 35 would have been better instead of that attunement, but we got 33. We got 3218 on our strength decks and all the minimum requirements that we started with on everything else. So hopefully this goes fairly well and we don't get obliterated. This is also kind of a sad fight, so we're just gonna see what happens. Alright, so obviously I missed that first parry and it was just downhill from there, but you saw the one that I did get was massive, so we're looking at 3 or 4 riposte and he's done and done. So we're just gonna run back and hopefully get him this time. That grab attack is something you really want to try to avoid. It's quite Generally it's easily avoidable. I got it. I got a little panicky with all the attacks he was doing. I thought I was out of range, and then I wasn't. So, you know, that's annoying, but it happens. I couldn't get the heal off, but it'll be okay. We'll get it this time. We're just gonna avoid these guys for the most part. I don't believe they'll follow me after a certain point. I'm not sure if for some reason I start getting gangbanged. We'll know why. You shouldn't avoid the Black Knights, but so far they seem to be pretty far behind me. I don't hear them super close. I'll probably turn around and they'll be like right there, but that's okay. Yeah. Oh no, they seem to be going, well, most of them seem to be going back. One of them seems to be following me pretty closely. Hopefully this one we can just get on past. Excuse me. Yeah. Figured I'd probably lose at least one Estus on this. And again, you could have upwards of 6 Estus on this. This guy is just not giving up, so we're gonna go ahead and kill him. He just does not want to cooperate. There we go. So we'll go ahead and kill him. See if he dropped anything. Ah, Titanite chunk. Lovely. If they happen to drop the shield, that would be amazing for them to drop right now. It is 100% shield, and it's like 85 or 90% on fire, and it is just ridiculous. No! Oh my god. So, also watch ledges. I can't believe I just fell off a ledge. We were so close to the end, and I'm dying in the absolute stupidest ways. So we're just gonna go through. We're gonna parry him all this time. We're not gonna mess around. We're just gonna kill him, get ready for Gwen, and hopefully not mess up our parries this time. Let's see, we don't need that and that anymore, so that probably affects my weight massively. Let's see, can I put on the iron bracers? You can't always put on like Havels or something and just tank your way through this. It's absolutely ridiculous. We might do it just for, because that's hilarious. You do end up mid-rolling, which is not a huge deal, but it is something to consider. But it is hilarious. You're mid-rolling now, but your parries are the same, so if you still get your parries off, you're good. But if you're having trouble with your parries, or you're not feeling the parry game, then by all means, you know, this is a great alternative. It's also great for, you know, just in case. Cause see, well, he still did a lot of damage, but it should deal less damage, especially comparatively to being basically naked like we were. So that's a big plus, especially because you deal so much damage when you get that parry off. That riposte is just crushingly powerful. Yeah. And even if you don't get the sound, if you see them being parried, go ahead and finish them off with that riposte. Make sure they don't get back up. If they do get back up, slap them and make sure they don't ever get up again. So hopefully third time's the charm. Even though I've been this way the third time and only fought Gwen once, so let's go ahead and pull this guy. He's a little bit easier to fight on this wider surface. I don't know why. It just feels safer than that rickety, like, rotten, falling down place. Plus, if he drops anything, you can see it. Obviously, chunks are prevalent. I don't know why they start giving you chunks and stuff now. If you haven't upgraded your weapon already, you're just out of luck. This is going to be so difficult if you haven't upgraded your weapon. And we're not even playing with +5. This is just a +4 Black Knight halberd. So it could be a little bit stronger if we wanted it to be. It's not. Because I've just been too lazy to do that. I should probably also upgrade my shield. That would help some. But again, that requires either farming up the gold to go buy the materials, or actually farming the materials themselves. And that's a lot of spare work. just to make sure my timing is correct. If my timing was correct, then I shouldn't have to worry about any of this. So we're gonna attempt to just make sure our timing's correct. Okay, I thought he dropped the halberd again, because that's always hilarious when he drops the halberd again. So we're gonna try this one more time, guys, and see how it goes. Every time. There we go. Got him that time. So we're gonna just try to back up here and get some space for a second. Just get him to attack once or twice. Something that we know what he's gonna do, so he doesn't surprise us. There we go. And just heal real quick. Alright, so we missed that heal too, and he should have a thrust. No, okay. So we're gonna of course, every time I think we're safe. Awesome. So the grab only happens up close, but it is extremely powerful apparently. This is like a safe time, so we're gonna heal all the way. Awesome. Awesome. Just a few hits there and we're exactly back to where we were. We're gonna dodge that. Heal. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Okay. There we go. We got the parry off. Hopefully we got enough time to heal. Barely. Let's try to heal again. Barely. Can we get another one in? That was risky. Alright. Alright, so, alright, full health. Well, we had full health. Too. Alright, so do your swing again. There we go. So we're gonna parry him. Let's see what he does now. Alright, so he's gonna go back into that. What are you gonna do? Alright, he's looking like he's getting ready to, yep, he's gonna jump attack. Alright, so we're just gonna, we're gonna do the 1, 2, alright, so we're gonna heal. Alright, so that didn't work. So we're just gonna take our time, try to get this heal in. Let's see, he's gonna jump attack. So we wanna do that, then heal. And try to get out of there. Alright, so, oh no. Heal. Alright, let's do that. Alright, heal. Alright, we live through that. 1, 2, heal. Alright. Alright, so. Alright. We gotta get a parry here. No, okay, so we gotta dodge, heal. Oh! So close. We gotta get these parries on him. He's just such a pain in the balls without the parries. We're gonna try this one more time. I think we might call it, we might not. We'll see how we feel after this. He's just beating me down and my parry timing seems so off. You almost have to preemptively parry him. It's ridiculous. He doesn't give you big open windows like all the guys that you've parried up until him, which is quite unfortunate. And also, if you followed Solaire and you took him along, you probably would have been done with this the first time. But I somehow messed that quest up, so that didn't happen. And I have no idea where he's at, so. Okay, so can we just finish this off? Alright, so this guy's gonna kill me now. Alright, so backstab him. Let's see, what ring am I wearing? Let's do this. Let's put on Howl's ring. And let's see, yeah. Can we afford that? That's a little heavy. Trying to see if we can't light roll. It's not looking like it, so I'll go with that. Is that maybe where I can light roll? Nope, still not. Let's see. What about the Black Knight armor? Alright, so we're light rolling in that. What if we put on the pants? Oh shit. I didn't realize he followed me. Okay, what's up, man? I see you. I see you. What's up? What's up? Alright, alright. Alrighty then. Alright, so that's just not gonna work for me. Anyways, I put on these. Let's see, 138, this is 20 something. That's not good. It pretty much leaves me pantsless. I gotta put on something a lot lighter. 26. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so let's continue on our voyage of destruction and see who else wants to play. Alright, this guy. Yeah. Chunk, cool. Alright, so continue on. 2 more guys to go. And Stellar Summon Sign would be right here. If you're curious where it's at, if you're looking for it, that's where it's at. It's bright and shiny, bright as the sun. There's no reason you should miss it. He should really judge his jumps better. Alright, and then there's this guy. It's all about timing, dude. Timing. Alright. So, let's try this again. Hopefully with the correct parries in place at the right time. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. Alright, so oh my goodness, I'm whiffing so hard. Ah. Alright guys, well we're gonna wrap up here and we'll finish off. We'll do one short episode. We'll kill Glenn real quick and decide on what game to play next. Probably Dark Souls 3, I'm thinking maybe Bloodborne. I've even been considering Neo. I'm not sure if anyone has an opinion on what they would like to see. Please let me know. And until then, I'll see you next time and we'll take on Gwen.